party, you said you are in opposition. And being in opposition means you believe that the PDP should not rule Nigeria anymore?
Exactly. The PDP has failed Nigerians. The PDP has disappointed Nigerians. And it is our belief that the PDP has no business remaining in Aso Rock at the next general election. Now, when we came out, the learned publicity secretary.
I'm not learned, I'm not a lawyer. Sorry, so that you don't give me a permission that I'm an engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
With respect, the engineer alluded to the fact that they announced to Nigerians sometime in February they intend to use this name. Now, the position of the law is very, very clear on this matter, on issue of party registration and what have you. The position of the law is very, very clear. Now, we told the line of the wordings, and letters of the law to the latter by forwarding our documents to INEC and complying with all processes and all of that. Now, INEC is refusing to register us on some flimsy grounds now. And then the engineer is saying that, this is one of the rare moments that INEC, rose to the occasion to, now democracy is working. But prior to INEC sending out their letter, the so-called letter of rejection to us, at that time, the news is everywhere. In fact, one of the leading party to the merger declared openly that the INEC had colluded with the PDP, this and that. If we are surrogates of the PDP, are we supposed to be having problem registering with INEC since INEC had merged with PDP? We are not supposed to be encountering problems. We are supposed to have a smooth sail. What we are having, as I'm speaking to you right now, we are putting up our legal papers together to challenge this decision in court. Let the court interpret what INEC meant by that form.
Okay.
You see? So all this idea of we are surrogates of PDP, we are this and that of PDP, they are clearly unfounded.
So again, you're confirming that your political party or political association, as it is, has no relationship whatsoever with PDP.
We have no relationship whatsoever with the PDP, and I stand to be corrected here. We have no relationship with the PDP. Now, when we came out, before we came public, we thought about the idea of, working with the opposition, especially the merger group and whatever. You see, but we discovered it's a kind of a conglomeration of a kind of a strange bedfellows. You see, now these are people that a group that is made up of people who apparently, because they were unfortunate to, not to belong to, the circles within the corridors of power today. They suddenly found themselves alienated from power and therefore choose to fight the government. There are a lot of examples to cite in the people that made up the merger, whatever. A lot of examples, people who advocated lands to themselves while they were in position of authority, people who embezzled monuments for roads and what have you, suddenly, because of the desire to get back to the dining table and to loot, they suddenly now turn progressive overnight just to grab power. Now, are these the people we're going to be associating with?
Okay.
So we need a clean
we have to wrap up now. Your final word based on what Said Balogun has just alluded to. Strange Bedfellows, APC.
You see,
All Progressives Congress.
That's you see, when people talk about strange bedfellows,
we have to wrap up very quickly.
I understand.
So
yes, thank you. It's not really, really nice and it's quite unkind to call us strange bedfellows. Chapter 2 of our Constitution is very clear. That's what deals with the fundamental objectives and directive principle of state policy. If you go from chapter 14, section 14 rather, and go down, you start to read about those fundamental objectives, the educational objective, the social, Nigeria as it is a social democratic, nation, and that when you ask yourself that individuals that have subscribed to those fundamental objectives, would you call them strange bedfellows? As the Constitution has, look at what is happening in Lagos. Lagos is still a model. Nasarawa, as at the time that PDP was in government, was tottering. was a state that had nothing. But now things are working in Nasarawa. Roads, constructions, are coming
This
on.
is by a political party.
By a political power within this merger, arrangement.
Okay.
So when you say straight bedfellows, just wonder.
So you are strongly in support of APC, All Progressives Congress, and you believe that every single member of the political association coming together, they're all progressives.
Yes, absolutely. Kayode, and one more. I want to tell you that, APC, I use the word APC because I believe All African People's Congress, not an APC. It's just, trying to, a false one, The APC is fast becoming a movement. It's not just those political parties that you hear and read about in the news that are there. You have even pressure groups within the polity, civil society groups coming in droves to join it. It's becoming a mass movement.
All right, thank you very much. On
Thank
that
you.
note, we'll have to wrap up, but your final word for INEC and for the other APC
Well,
in just one sentence.
they should let sleeping dog lie. They announced their APC to the whole world. We announced our APC to the INEC, the body charged with registration of political parties in Nigeria.
Okay.
INEC should let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay, thank you very much. And on that note, we have to say thank you to both APCs. I'll start with Barrister Said Balogun, who's the National Secretary of African Progressive Congress, and also to the National Publicity Secretary of CPC, and also member of All Progressive Congress Publicity Committee, Engineer Rotimi Fashakin.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.